everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. In this one, I'm going to be doing a best class setup as well as a weapon guide for the MP5 submachine gun here in the Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta. So of course guys, welcome back to another video here on the channel, and what I'm going to be doing in today's video is doing a best class setup for the MP5. Now that's the thing, the MP5 is easily one of the best weapons in the Modern Warfare beta, and it's a lot of fun to use, so that's so come I want to go ahead and do a video on it. Also, if you guys notice that my commentary sounds a little bit different for this video, and that is just because this is the first ever commentary that I am recording with my brand new Audio-Technica AT2020. If you guys didn't already know, I've been using my Blue Snowball Ice ever since December 2015, and overall the Blue Snowball Ice is an absolute phenomenal microphone. However, I thought it was time for an upgrade, so that's so come I purchased the AT2020, and I only got it yesterday at the time of making this video, and I must say this microphone is absolutely phenomenal. And with that in mind, since I only got it yesterday, I still need to mess around with some of these settings in Audition and overall just get used to using a brand new microphone. However, with all of that in mind, if you guys go on to enjoy this video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like on it down below, as well as make sure to subscribe for more Black Ops 4 as well as Modern Warfare content. So yeah, now that I got the intro out of the way, let's actually dive right into the commentary. Alright guys, so of course if you are new to my channel and you don't know what I am going to be covering in today's video, and that is right at the beginning, I am going to be discussing the MP5 submachine gun. Then I am going to be moving over to a really awesome class setup that I specifically designed around the MP5, and then before I end off the video, I am going to be talking about a couple things that you want to know about the class setup before you go ahead and use it. So of course, to start off, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the MP5. The MP5 is one of the first ever submachine guns that you unlock in the Modern Warfare beta, so that means as soon as you hit level 4, you can immediately start using the MP5, and overall, this weapon is an absolute powerhouse of a submachine gun in the beta. The damage on the weapon is pretty consistent, as well as the fire rate is quite high if you compare it to other weapons in the game, as well as if you compare it to other submachine guns such as the AUG. Alongside that, the MP5 is accompanied by moderate and controllable recoil, as well as extremely clear iron sights, meaning that you don't have to run a red dot sight if you want to be accurate and overall excel when you are going to be using this weapon. And a side note talking about the MP5, and that is this weapon is one of the most iconic weapons in the entire Modern Warfare series, with the weapon being present in Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, be it that Modern Warfare 2 had the MP5K and not the full-on MP5. However, I digress, and of course the MP5 was in Modern Warfare 3, being one of the most fun to use as well as overall powerful submachine guns in that game. So with all that said, now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the class setup that I designed for today's video, and of course the class setup is going to be on your screen right now. So let's start off. Of course, I am going to be using the MP5 submachine gun, and to note, a little bit later in this video, I am going to be going a lot more in depth when it comes to the attachments that I have on the weapon. For our secondary weapon, we are going to be using the Desert Eagle, which in my opinion is easily the best secondary weapon in the Modern Warfare beta. For our perk setup, our first perk is going to be Scavenger, just so that way we do not run out of ammunition. Then for our second perk, we are going to be using Hardline, and our final perk is going to be Battle Harden. Our lethal grenade is going to be the Semtex, as well as our tactical is going to be the Stim Shot. So now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the attachments that I have on my MP5. As you guys can see on your screen right now, this is just a quick rundown of all the attachments that I have equipped. However, let's go ahead and go a little bit more in depth with this. So for our first attachment, we are going to be using the lightweight barrel, which is going to allow us to aim down sight a lot faster, which is extremely crucial on a submachine gun like the MP5. For our second attachment, we are going to be using the angled foregrip, which is going to be reducing the horizontal recoil, which is extremely useful because from my own experience, I find it to be a lot easier to control vertical recoil as opposed to horizontal recoil. So that's how come we are going to be using the angled foregrip. However, if you want to switch that over to the vertical foregrip, which is going to be reducing the vertical recoil instead of the horizontal, feel free to go ahead and do so. For our third attachment, we are going to be using the 10mm ammunition. Now the reason why we are going to be using this attachment is because it's going to be improving the damage on the MP5 overall, increasing the time to kill, and overall just making this weapon a lot more effective. For our fourth attachment, we are going to be using the lightweight stock, which is going to be improving the walking movement speed, which is extremely useful on a weapon like the MP5. And overall, this attachment is going to allow us to play a lot more fast paced as well as a lot more mobile. So yeah guys, that's of course going to be it for the creative class portion of this video. Now before I end off this video, I'm going to be talking about a couple things that you want to know about this class setup before you go ahead and use it. Starting off, when you are going to be using the MP5, I would highly recommend that you stick to those close to medium medium range engagements. Of course, the MP5 is a submachine gun, so that means it's going to be excelling at those close ranges. However, from my own experience, especially with these attachments, you can take out opponents surprisingly effective at those medium ranges. However, I wouldn't recommend challenging opponents at long range because that is where the damage really starts to fall off. And another thing, and that is overall in Modern Warfare, if you do end up getting a headshot, you're going to be absolutely dropping that opponent, no matter what weapon you are going to be using. So if you make sure to aim for the head, as well as if you stick to those close to medium range engagements, then you are going to be absolutely dominating the Modern Warfare beta with the MP5. So yeah guys, that's of course where I'm going to be ending off this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like on it down below, as well as make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so that way you guys will not miss new upload from me. So yeah, that's of course going to be it for this video. I hope to see you in the next one.